Welcome to Beyond the Surface, the podcast that uncovers the hidden toxins in your body, mind, and environment so you can detox, heal, and thrive. I'm Shelby Frederick, also known as Lady Jules, and I will be your guide on this journey to a cleaner, healthier life. Every week, we dive deep into holistic wellness, exploring practical ways to remove toxins, reset your health, and reclaim your vitality. From everyday detox tips to deep dives into nutrition, emotional well being, and cutting edge health practices, this is your space to learn, grow, and transform. Are you ready to go beyond the surface? Let's get started. Hey, good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you back to another episode of Beyond the Surface Detox, Heal, Thrive. This is the Holistic Life Podcast. I am your host, Shelby Frederick, and today we're tackling some of the things that most of us don't really think about enough. And if you've been following along with me for the past couple of weeks, you know, we have been talking about toxins. We have been talking about the importance of detoxing our body. But now we're going to talk about some toxins that are in the air and in some of our household products. We often worry about what we are eating, what we are drinking, but what about the air we breathe and the products that we use every single day? You might be surprised to learn that our indoor air can be just as up to 5 times more polluted than our outdoor air. And listen, I know that we love our scented candles. I personally love candles. We love our air fresheners. We love our cleaning sprays, but they could be quietly impacting your hormones, your respiratory system, and even your brain function. But don't worry, I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to empower you so that we can make better decisions. Now, today we're going to uncover where these toxins hide and some simple, effective ways to clean up your indoor air in your personal environment. And so by the end of this episode, you'll have a clear action steps to create a safer, healthier home for yourself and for your family. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is air pollution, indoor versus outdoor toxins. When we think about the air that we breathe, most people assume that outdoor air is more polluted than indoor air, but research shows that indoor air can be up to 5 times worse. Now, I know you're saying, like, well, how can that be? Well, it's because our homes, they trap the pollutants from cleaning products, furniture, and even the air fresheners that we use to make things smell nice. Some of the biggest indoor air pollutants include mold spores. They thrive in damp environments like your bathrooms, your basements, and they are triggering allergies and respiratory systems and respiratory issues. So that's number one. The second is what we call volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. And these are chemicals released from paint, carpets, furniture, and cleaning supplies, which can contribute to headaches, dizziness, and long term health effects. The third thing I want to talk about is what we call particulate matter. Particulate matter. And these are the tiny particles from cooking fumes, dust, and pet dander that can cause lung inflammation over time. And so our outdoor air pollution comes from things like our vehicle emissions, our industrial pollutants, and even like wildfire smoke. But our focus today is on what we can control, and that is our indoor environment. Now, what are some practical tips to reduce indoor pollution? Number one is to open windows daily to let fresh air circulate. Now, I know it may be kind of difficult depending upon where you may live. But sometimes I will either just open up the front door, or we have a sliding glass door in the back. Sometimes I will open that up just to let a little bit of fresh air in, even when it's cold outside. You know, you could still open up your windows or open up a door and to let some fresh air begin to circulate. Then another practical tip would be to use what we call HEPA air filters in your home and make sure that you are replacing them regularly. You should be changing out your air filter for your furnaces every quarter. I believe is what my husband does. Is that he changes them out every quarter, and not only just that, but let me just throw this plug in there. Also, make sure that you are checking your smoke detectors as well. I wanted to just throw that in as a bonus, right? So make sure you are changing out your air filters in your home and replacing them regularly. The next would be to invest in air purifying plants. And some of those plants would be such as your peace lily. It could be snake plants and spider plants, because these plants, they naturally filter out toxins. They naturally filter out toxins. And I actually have two of those, and I think I have a bamboo plant. For some reason, my spider plant is still thriving. It seems like it is the most impossible that if you want to start with a plant, then start with a spider plant, because it is nearly almost impossible for anything to happen to those. They're just going to continue to thrive. But these plants, they naturally filter out toxins. Now, the fourth practical tip would be to avoid synthetic air fresheners and candles, which often release the harmful chemicals into the air. There are other options that you can use, such as diffusers, and I'll be sharing more about that. Actually, if you follow me on social media, I'm going to do an unboxing on today after this episode. So again, the first thing that we talked about is air pollution, and we looked at indoor versus outdoor toxins. Now, let's talk about the hidden dangers of air fresheners, candles, and synthetic fragrances. I get it. I love it. We love a home that smells fresh and inviting. But the problem with many of our conventional air fresheners, the plug ins and the candles, is that they are releasing toxic chemicals into the air, including these chemicals, phtalates, which disrupt our hormones and have been linked to reproductive issues. We also have chemicals such as benzene and formaldehyde, both are which they're both known to be carcinogens, which causes cancer. And then we have the acetaldehyde, which can cause the headaches, the dizziness, and the respiratory issues. Again, there are safer alternatives. And my number one safer alternative is the use of essential oil diffusers. If you've been following me, you know that I talk a lot about essential oils and how I use them in my everyday life. And so there are diffusers. You can use those instead of the synthetic sprays. Now, to a little caveat with that, you also want to be aware and mindful of the essential oils that you are using, because just because it may say pure or therapeutic, some of those essential oils that you are purchasing, maybe from like your Walmarts or your Walgreens or your CVS, wherever it may be, a lot of those are filled with fillers. So they're made out of synthetic materials. And so you want to make sure that if you are using essential oils, that you are using some that are truly that are tested. I personally use Young Living. There are other brands that are out there, but I've been using Young Living since about 2010, and they have done well for myself, my family, and also for my clients. And so again, you want to use those essential oil diffusers instead of the synthetic sprays. And you can mix and make your own fragrances. That's what I do. I make my own fragrances based off of kind of what I want to, whatever it is that I desire to smell. And so again, you don't have to resort. Again, I'm just giving you alternatives, safer alternatives. Another safer alternative is that, did you know that you can make your own air freshener? You can make your own air freshener with water, vinegar, and essential oils. Maybe we'll do a class on that. Let's think about that. If that's something that you're interested in, let's go ahead and comment. Put that in the comments that you would be interested in a class, and we can certainly make it happen. Now, another safer alternative is to choose soy or beeswax candles. These are the ones. I have several friends that make candles, and I know that they use the soy. They use the natural wicks instead of the paraffin-based candles. And I also have some on my website in my shop. Those are soy candles. So again, these small changes can make a big difference in reducing toxins even in your living space. Now, let's talk about household products, the hidden chemicals in cleaning and personal care products. I want you to think about what's under your sink and what's in your bathroom cabinet. Most cleaning supplies and personal care products contain hidden chemicals that affect your skin, your hormones, and your lungs. So let's talk about what are some of the harmful chemicals that are in the cleaning supplies. We talked about this one before, phthalates. These are found in scented sprays, dish soaps, and they interfere with hormone function. You also have ammonia and chlorine. These are often in our disinfectants, and they irritate the skin, the eyes, and the respiratory system. Then there's another chemical that is called triclosan. And with triclosan, it's a common antibacterial agent that has been linked to antibiotic resistance and thyroid issues. So we're talking about being conscientious about even the chemicals that we are using in our cleaning supplies. I know for me, I have to use all natural. I can't use like the bleach, and I believe that I've shared that with you all before. I can't use the bleach. There are certain cleaning products that I can't use. I do have what I use with Young Living is called Thieves. I also have used products from Melaleuca as well for the cleaning products, but it immediately it immediately affects my respiratory system because I don't claim having asthma, even though I was diagnosed as an adult with asthma. Amen. Amen. Now, let's talk about the hidden dangers in some of our personal care products. One is parabens, and these are used as preservatives in shampoos and lotions, and parabens are known endocrine disruptors. They are known endocrine disruptors. Another one, again, is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is found in some hair treatments, nail polish, and also body washes, and it's a known carcinogen. Then we have our sulfates, such as SLS and SLES. These are the foaming agents that strip natural oils from your skin and your hair, causing irritation. So I know you're probably thinking like, well, my goodness, like what can I use? Well, there's always safe, non-toxic alternatives. So you can swap some of your conventional cleaning products for plant-based or fragrance-free brands. So just you don't have to do a major overhaul all at once. You can slowly begin to swap out some of your cleaning products. Now, my favorite is to DIY, make your own cleaners with vinegar, baking soda and essential oils. It works wonders. Like, you would be surprised. And you're not going to have all of the harmful side effects. And then when it comes to our personal care products, you want to make sure that you are choosing paraben free, sulfate free, and phthalate free personal care products. Again, you don't have to change everything overnight, but making the small swaps, it adds up over time, which is going to lead to a healthier home and a healthier body. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So I know that this was a lot of information in a short period of time, but the takeaway here is very simple. Number one, the air in our homes matter. Number two, the products we use daily have an impact on our health. And number three, small swaps lead to big results. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, just start with just one change today. Maybe it's switching out air fresheners for any essential oil diffuser, or replacing one cleaning product with a natural alternative. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. We are opening up the doors to our detox community, excuse me, where we share simple swaps, support, and the resources that is going to make this journey easier. And so you'll be able to click the link in the show notes to join us. But if you have found this episode helpful, I want you to share it with a friend. Let's spread the word and create cleaner, healthier homes together. Well, I hope that this has been informative, that this has spurred you on to begin to be more intentional about how you are stewarding your health. It's our body, our environments, our wellness. This is all a part of the 8 dimensions of wellness. And so I just want us to get to the place of where we are doing preventive and we are proactive, and not waiting until we are sick and we are diagnosed with a disease or with a dis-ease in our physical body, because we don't have, there is a better way. There is a safer way for us to live. And if we are waiting on the government to ban certain things, you'll just keep on waiting. We have to take charge of our own health and make sure that we are providing the best alternatives for ourselves, for our families, and for our communities. So I thank you for tuning in on today. We are here every Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, not a long period of time. So go ahead and make sure that you are subscribing so that you get the alerts. But I am Shelby Frederick, also known as Lady Jules. This is the Holistic Life Podcast, and this is our special series that we are doing, Beyond the Surface. All right, we shall catch you on the airwaves, and we will see you on next Friday. Blessings. That's it for today's episode of Beyond the Surface. I hope this conversation has inspired you to take the next step in your wellness journey. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to take your detox deeper? Download our free 7-day detox guide at www.holisticlifepodcast.com and join our community of wellness seekers. Connect with me on the social media outlets listed below and share your biggest takeaway with today's episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay mindful, stay healthy, and always go beyond the surface.